Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm super excited about tonight's Zoom, but I want to tell you that you will want to take notes, okay? It's going to be a lot of information. Um, it's all about social media, which a lot of us work our business on, almost all of us, right? So real quick, those of you that have not been on Team Zoom before, welcome to our Fearless and Free Team Zoom. We have them every Sunday night at 9 p.m. And this is a way to kickstart your week, get your week started off on a good foot. We do sometimes training, sometimes interviews. We kind of mix it up every week, but we want to extend a welcome out to you, and we're excited that you're here and plugged in. So let me make sure everybody's muted. Okay. So here we go. Oh, funny. Holly's comment. Okay, so we're gonna get started, you guys. So first of all, who watched the Zoom that Pam posted she interviewed about 5 ambassador diamonds about social media? Who watched that? Okay. So some of you guys, this might seem a little bit repetitive, but I kind of threw in a little bit of my own twist, did a little bit other social media training. So sorry if I'm shaking, guys. I'm in my office and it's like 0 degrees in here. It always is, because I don't have carpet in here and it's like always cold, freezing. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to warm up here a little bit. Probably should have grabbed a blanket like I usually do, but I didn't, forgot. Okay, so social media. Let's talk about this really quick. So you join the business and immediately we talk about, you want to post, right? You want to post that you're a part of your new, I have a rug, Kayla. I have a rug. Sorry, that's totally like my ADD. I have a rug sitting on my feet. Okay, so you join this business, you get added to our team page, and then your upline typically will tell you, right? So, hey, let's post something on Facebook. Let's let your potentials know, your warm market know that you started something new, right? But the thing that we want to do, and we want to make sure that we do always, is that when you join, you don't want to join and then all of a sudden post a catalog, right? You don't want to join and then all of a sudden you're a whole different person because you joined It Works. The biggest thing with social media, you guys, and I learned this the hard way because I was no social media guru, and I'm still not. I'm still learning every step of the way. But when I first got started, you guys, don't go back to my Facebook in 2013 because it's really, really embarrassing. But when I got started, I'm not even kidding you. I hit submit. Every single post was, hey, buy hair, skin, and nails. Hey, buy the wraps. Hey, buy the greens. Hey, buy this and buy that and buy this. It was so bad, and it was so spammy, and it was so like, I'm probably lost so many friends that year. But I'm just telling you right now, like, don't do it. Okay. Don't do it. Your Facebook friends fell in love with you for a reason, and you want to keep them. Okay. You want to keep them. So you want to incorporate It Works into your lifestyle. And when you're blitzing day to day, we talk about this all the time. We talked about blitzing last week at training, and we talked about, when you're getting gas, you're blitzing. When you're at the grocery store, you're blitzing. When you're at your kid's school, you're blitzing. When you're at appointments, you're blitzing. When you're getting, the best one, Leslie, when you're in your neighborhood, blitzing. That was so fun. Kayla and Leslie were talking about when you're in your neighborhood and you're getting your mail. Or like today, I think I've seen every neighbor out, shoveling snow. I mean, you strike up a conversation almost everywhere you go, right? And that's the same thing for Facebook. You guys, same thing with your social media wallets. You got to think of it like that, is you're striking up conversation with every post. And if you're not, why not? Why aren't you striking up a conversation with every post? Every post that you do should be intriguing. It should be inviting. It should be exciting. It's something. And I'm not saying wait till you guys see the post I post tonight. Like almost all of you are probably going to be like, she's crazy, because I have the worst OCD in the whole wide world, and those of you that know that. I can't have one cup in the sink. I can't have one toy on the ground at night. Like, I can't have laundry. Like, everything has to be straight and in order. And my house is an absolute disaster tonight. So I'm going to post that and say, hey, I just took 2 Convienza and I'm really calm and I'm feeling great. And I did my team Zoom and I'm just hanging out in my office, but my house is a complete nightmare, and that's okay. So for those of you that are OCD, you guys, you need this Convienza. I'm going to post pictures because you won't believe me that my house is a mess. So things like that, like posting relatable things. Okay. So when people look at those posts, they can relate to that. And this is something that I'm learning, is slowing down with your posts and realizing that, okay, if I'm posting this, what audience am I relating to? What audience can look at this and be like, oh, she's just like me, or he's just like me. Or I'm a mom, or I'm a dad like him. However it is, relate to somebody, okay? Don't change your timeline in your newsfeed because of it works, okay? And again, I love this. Susan Wade talked a lot about this on that Zoom, you guys. She talked about when you go to your Facebook, is it all it works? And if it is, you got to change it up. You've got to change it up. You've got to have personal stuff on there, because before it works, what was life about? People can relate more to your struggle than to your success. And that was something that it took me a long time to figure out, because I didn't know that. I just thought I'm going through the motions. I'm signing people. I'm doing this. I'm promoting. It's exciting. It's intimidating. It is very, very intimidating to people on the outside looking in. Those of you that are in this business, you know that, okay, I'm going to promote, I'm going to move up, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But on the outside looking in, when somebody looks at the comp plan, somebody looks at charting, they're like, hell no, that ain't happening. You're not making $16,000 a month. There's no way you're going to make $30,000 a month. Do you guys all get that? There's no way you get paid. It's fake. There's no way, right? Believe me, I still get that all the time. And I'm like, listen, all of our bills come from this. All of it, you've got to break it down so people can relate to you. And something that Christina Watts mentioned to you guys was talking about leaving It Works out of the post, leaving it out of the post almost. And I thought about that and I'm like, why? But then she talked about leaving it out because people are always curious. They're always curious. People want to know your next move. They want to know the next thing you're doing. They're seriously waiting, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but all of my haters did this. They're seriously waiting for you to fail. They are. They're like, haha, her next post is going to say she's quitting. And guess what? It's not. So they're going to continuously going back to your page. And then your supporters want to know, how close is she to her next promotion? How close is he to reaching where he wants to be? Or they're looking, they're watching. They're always, always watching. So make sure that when people go to your newsfeed, it's inviting, it's exciting, it's attractive. People are like, she just spent, or she got that $25 Rap Cash and filled up her gas tank. Oh my gosh, I have like $20 in my bank account right now, and I need that. I need that Rap Cash. So be relatable almost every single post. Leave people wondering what you do so they have a reason to message you. They have a reason to come to you. Because if you put everything in that post, you guys, there's no reason to message you. They don't have to message you. They know everything you do, everything that's in the product, everything that, all your goals. I was thinking about this and I was like, how fun would it be to just do a video that was like, hey, if you want to know what my 2017 goals are, comment below and I'll message you. Or, hey, I'm looking for some product testers, but I'm not going to tell you which products. Leaving people like a reason to ask you more. Okay. Something like, I work from home, not I work from home and I do It Works. Or I'm looking for people I'm looking for people who want to lose weight and I'm a health and wellness coach with It Works. Leave that all out. Just, I'm looking for 5 people who want to lose weight. I'm a work from home mom. I'm looking for people who want to pay off debt. Clearly leaving statement posts, but leaving out the It Works part. We share this opportunity, you guys. We share these products. We're not selling anything. We simply advertise for a company. We are our own boss, 110%. So you've got to own that in a way of when you're looking at your Facebook, are you advertising your lifestyle? Are you advertising, these products? Are you advertising, or are you selling? Are you a complete catalog? Boom, 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 boom. If I went down every one of your Facebooks, are you a catalog? Or are you almost, I always think of it like not a yearbook, but like a scrapbook. You open it up and there's pictures and there's memories and there's fun things and there's a picture of your house of disaster with Convienza, or I'm on my team Zoom and thank God I have energy because I was exhausted 20 minutes ago. Things like that. Being relatable, exciting, and inviting. this was funny, but everyone is using, not this part, next part, but everyone is using social media now, you guys, everybody. But I want you to realize one thing, that this is not your only option for success. It's not. You can do face-to-face. You can do your parties, okay? But social media is everywhere because everyone has this little thing called a phone right in the palm of their hands all the time. So when you post something, it notifies them right then and there, okay? And it's convenient. It's easy. Social media is an easy way to connect with people now. So all news stations have social media because they found that putting it on their website, no one was going to that. But putting it on social media as a Facebook, an Instagram, a Snapchat, a Twitter, Pinterest, whatever platform they use, people saw it quicker. People saw the news quicker. People were interacting more. You know how many times, okay, I know all of you guys can agree with this, but like Pasco PD, every time they post, seriously, whoever runs their social media account, I want them on our team because they're freaking hilarious. Number one, we're going to find them out, whoever it is. And whoever finds them out, you're like, you get like a gift from me because I want them on our team. But number two, every time they post, you guys, it's attractive. Everybody's like, Pasco PD is the real MVP and blah, blah, blah. And they're always sharing something, right? It's fun. I look over there because I'm like, I know I'm going to laugh. You know, I know I'm going to laugh at their post. So you go to it, right? You're drawn to it. Not only that, but every time they post, it's something hilarious. Like, okay, whoever came in with this black ski mask, you might as well turn yourself in now. How many people comment on that and then they find out who that person is almost in like an hour, right? If they were using their website or the newspaper or the 5 o'clock TV news, they wouldn't have found them that quick, right? It's social media. It is the new generation of technology. Everybody has it. So how many people love reality TV? Just show of hands. Who loves it? I'll be honest. I do. Okay, look at that. Look at the Zoom right now. How many people just raised their hands? Okay. Now, we may not have our own reality TV, but you are the reality of your own show. So think about that. People are drawn to your reality, you guys. They want to know your success. They want to know, like, I'm not saying your drama, like, I don't care what happened between you and your baby daddy on Friday night. I'm not talking about that, okay? I'm talking about they want to see you, the real you. They want to see that when you go live and you're like, oh my God, my kid's screaming in the background. Sorry, but I'm still going to talk. They want to see that. They want to see that, you know, I'm so stressed out today, you guys, but that's okay. I'm human and I'm going to take my confianza. You know, be completely real and raw to you because people want to watch your reality. And as crazy as it is, but open up, you guys, on social media. I know some people don't like to do that or share that, but you're building a connection and you can't build a connection with a catalog. You can't. So if you're wondering why you're not going anywhere in this business, go take a look at your Facebook, go take a look at your Instagram, whatever platform you use, go take a look at that. Would you join yourself? Ask yourself that. And again, this isn't the only way to build your business. This is one way to build your business within this business. So so starting out, this is another, I think it was, what was her name? I don't remember, but she had some advice for starting out, new distributors. Show of hands. When you first got started, were you totally like in the dark, deer in the headlights, like social media, what do I do? Me, 120,000%. And then you have 30 friends on social media, maybe 31 for starting out. And you have no likes, no comments, no interaction, nothing, right? And then you're like, my business sucks. I'm failing. I probably should quit, right? Okay, I guess I'm the only one. But when I first got started, I was like, okay, I'm going to sit here and everyone's going to come to me. Everyone's going to want this product. Everyone's going to want, you know, this opportunity. You make money and I'm not making money, but you're going to want to make money. And right? I mean, we all thought that everyone's going to come to us. It doesn't work like that. Facebook is an interaction website. Same with Instagram. Same with everything else. So when your new distributors are first starting out, put them on blast. Put them on blast. Tag them. I'm so pumped that Tammy just joined my team. You guys have to join her. She is so passionate. She is so excited. You've got to get to know her. Put them on blast. They want that excitement, that recognition, that feeling that, oh, okay, that sense of I can do this. Go love on their posts. Go like them, go comment on them, make them realize that it's about the interaction is where you're going to find your potentials. That's also where you're going to add people, right? How do we find people? People you may know, suggested friends. That's how we all add people, right? So the more interaction you have, the more people are going to come across your suggested friends, and the more you're going to go add. You're growing your network as you go. So commenting, liking, and then supporting them on social media. So, and then they went into a little bit about if you don't post on social media, just like we always talk about, if our mouth isn't open, our business isn't open, right? However you run your business, if you're not talking about it, you're not making money. You're not moving. You're not going anywhere. Same with social media. If you don't post on social media, your business is closed. It is. Bottom line. I don't care if you're afraid of hurting people's feelings or your aunt's going to block you or whatever. I'm going to ask you one thing. Do they pay your bills? No, they don't. And if they do, I want your aunt to be my aunt, because my aunt sucks. And I'm going to say that out loud, okay? Because they all are like, oh, it's this, she's doing this like it works thing, and it's just a fad, and it's not going to be around very long. You guys, I've been doing this almost 4 years. It's not going anywhere. The company's been around over 10 years. It's not going anywhere. This isn't a fad. This isn't a today thing. This is a real thing. Take your business seriously. Be excited. Be proud of what you're a part of. And like my video I just did, you've got to own it. You signed up for a reason. You've got to own it. Why did you join? People want to know why you joined. Share that. People want to know why you're doing this. Share that. People want to see your crazy kids and your beautiful family and your pictures you just got done and playing in the snow. People want to see that. As crazy as that is, they want to see the food you ate. You know when they talk about like on Snapchat, like quit snapping like your every move? People are waiting for it. They are. And I'm not saying sit there and take a picture of everything you do all day, because I don't want to see that either, but post and post consistently. And then when people talk about, okay, well, how many times a day should I post, right? How many times a day? That's up to you. But what I have found is it's quality over quantity. I don't want to see a catalog on your Facebook, like streaming of all 40 products, like every 20 minutes a day, because I probably will just unfriend you. I'll be honest. Okay. So quality over quantity. Do like 3 to 4 solid posts a day. Think about it. Think about what you're posting. Number one of those should be relatable. So whether that's, I just went and bought a pack of diapers with my wrap cash. I just filled up my tank, my Tahoe, which is $60. Brutal. I just went and sold a box of wraps. Or thanks, it works for picking up the tab, going to have lunch with my friends. Or maybe it's you're at work and like how I was, and it was 12 o'clock, your lunch, and you're like, thank God energy is getting me through the day. I'm so exhausted, but not anymore. Things like that. Put relatable posts. The small, simple things, you guys, are what people want to see. If I posted out there what our income scale was and what we make, people laugh. They laugh. They don't think it's real. They don't. They look at you and they're like, no, you don't. Nice try. And if we could post our paychecks, I would. I don't know about you guys, but I would, because I'd be like, hey, haters, let me tag every single one of you guys in this post. It's real. I promise you. Deposits into the bank account. It's real. But guess what? We can't. So you've got to do the little things to attract people. So how do you make new friends? It starts with what your profile looks like. It does, you guys. It truly does. Are you fun? Are you exciting? And I'm not saying you have to be a blue or a red or a yellow or whatever. Just be you. Just be you. Don't be somebody else. Just be you. Okay. And then something that I learned that I love this is I never even thought about this, you guys. When Natalie, consult your doctor. I'm not going to tell you can drink it, but consult your doctor. So profiles. So when you're looking at profiles and people to add and people you want to be friends with, you guys, I never even thought of this, but Susan Wade was saying that she looks at how many friends they have. I didn't even think of that. I don't know why. Didn't even slow down to think of that. She said, look at how many friends they have when you're adding people. And then when you're adding them, take a look at their activity and their interaction. Are they liking and commenting and adding people on Facebook? Or are they simply just like a dead profile? She's like, I will not add dead profiles. I don't want that. I know who I want in this business with me, and I'm going to be picky about who I add. You don't want just anybody on this, you guys. You're in this, if you're in this business and you take it seriously, you're in it for a long run, right? You're in it for the long haul. So you want people in business with you that you can do business with for the next 50 years, you know, the next 30 years, whatever it may be. But you want people in business with you that you want to be in business with. And I learned that the hard way. Because when I first got started, I was like, I don't care who you are, I'll sign anybody. I don't care. Come on, let's put your social and your information. And then like they get in and submit and they don't do anything, right? 1 in 4 people actually work this business. So be specific of who you talk to. Don't prejudge about, oh, they probably won't want to do it. Present this opportunity. It's up to them to accept it, but know who you're talking to. It's kind of funny because today I was totally going to blitz this girl, you guys. And then I had like a terrible experience with her. And I was like, I don't want you on my team. Nope, I don't. And I didn't. I was not like that. And I'm not saying like, don't blitz people because whatever. All I'm saying is I was right then and there. I was like, I don't want that. Because I asked her a question and I was like, are you sure that discount came off, this and that? And she's like, I don't know. Oh my God, how do you not know? Look at the screen. Like the screen's right there in front of you. Did the discount come off my transaction? She's like, I don't know. And kept bringing my stuff up. It drove me nuts. You guys, absolutely nuts. I was like, how do you not know? I go, can I look at the screen? She literally flipped the screen around and I go, it's right there. 1980 came off my transaction. And she's like, oh yeah, it's right there. Okay, your total is. And I was like, oh my God, no. I can't have indecisive, like, no. And so it's funny, but you'll start to understand and realize that the people you want in business with you, okay? So use your Facebook timeline. This is something that Susan brought up too, is use your Facebook timeline as a warm market. If all you're seeing is It Works posts, you guys, you've got to switch it up. You've got to understand the Facebook algorithm that if you're only commenting and liking on It Works people's stuff, that's all you're going to see. That's the only thing Facebook is going to present to you on your timeline. So for feedback, go unfriend all of them and just follow them. Just follow them. You'll see them, but not as much. Okay. And then that way your Facebook timeline can be your warm market of your potentials, maybe your loyal customers. So then you can interact with them. And then those of you that maybe haven't done a Facebook list or you know what that is, you have to do it. If you go under groups on your main page of your Facebook, and then you go to groups and then lists, and you'll say add list, you can actually group people into lists. So your awesome new friends, your team, whatever, and you can put people in those groups, you guys, and then that way you can instantly just go to that Facebook list and comment and like all there. Then go to the next one and comment and like, and then go to the next one. It takes some time to get it organized, but I promise you, it is so much easier in the end. It is. And there's some days, you guys, where I'm looking at Facebook and I'm like, oh my God, all I'm seeing is black, green, and bling, which is a good thing. But I'm like, I need to see my potentials too, right? Just like everybody else. We need to interact with the new, not just always our team, but with the new, okay? So make sure that if you understand the Facebook algorithm, that you've got to make sure you're interacting with the people that you want on your team. And then your consistency of posts, okay? Make sure you're consistent. Make sure you're constantly trying to build that relationship. I'm not saying sit there and get to know the cat, dog, mom. I don't do that. I don't at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like and comment on their stuff. So then your page shows up on their page more. That's what I'm saying. Because I will send out a message. Hey, I think you'd be so good at what I do. I want you on my team. I'm blunt, straight to the point. Hey, I'm looking to build my portfolio. You have amazing hair. Do you want to be a product tester for me? Okay. Then their stuff's going to keep showing up in your newsfeed, keep showing up. So remember that the more messages, the more interaction, you're going to continue to see more people. Lindsay, go ahead. Did you have a question? Lindsay, do you have a question?
No, my kid pushed the unmute button. Sorry.
Okay. So also, this is something that I love, and I don't know why I don't ever do this or think about this, but whoever your biggest skeptics are, you guys, the ones that are like, oh, I don't really know if it works. I don't really know if you make money, blah, 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 whatever their cool excuse is, you've got to post more about that. You've got to. If they don't think hair, skin, and nails works, guess what? Post more hair, skin, and nails posts. If they're thinking you're not making money, you post your rack cash. You post that we just got paid and it just paid for my PUD bill, or, you know, my gas, or took my kids to get air and dinner or date night. Whatever it is, whatever that skeptic is basically looking for, you guys have got to keep posting that, okay? Realize what people are skeptical about and post more of it. Because that skeptic is going to turn into a believer the more they see you either posting it, using it, or believing in it. So remember that. You've got to post it. You've also got to use it, and you've got to believe in it for people to believe in you to even want to join you or even use a product. Give your haters and skeptics a reason to follow you, a reason to go back to your page every day. What are you up to? What are you doing? Okay. Let's see here. Now we're going to talk about, with social media and posting, the power of 30 minutes. There's so much you can get done in 30 minutes, it's not even funny. And if you're a mom on here or a dad, you know that. Pretty much every single one of you. Maybe only a couple. But the power of 30 minutes. When we have a 30 minutes of solid intentional time, a lot can get done, right? 30 minutes is a long time. So I want to challenge every single one of you that social media can be so distracting, like so distracting, that we waste a ton of time on it, right? Scrolling and comparing and judging and whatever else there is, debating, I don't know. There's so many ways that social media can be effective, but then also ineffective as well. So the power of 30 minutes. I want you guys to try something new this month. I want every single one of you guys to try the power of 30 minutes. And this can either be done in the morning or done at night. You choose. So whether you wake up 30 minutes in the morning or you stay up 30 minutes later every night, all I'm saying is 30, okay? Give me 30. You're going to set a clock for 30 minutes and you are going to intentionally message people for 30 minutes. That's it. Not an hour, not 2, 30 minutes. Whether you do that in the morning or night, that's your choice. Because if you can get in 30 minutes of intentional messaging, either morning or night, guess what your next day is going to be about? You're not going to sit down at your computer and be like, okay, who should I message today? Who should I talk to today? Guess what? You put in the work that early in the morning or the night before, so you're going to have follow-up all day long. This business is not about being on your phone 24/7, because if it was, I would have quit 3 years ago. It's about being intentional. It's taking that 30 freaking minutes. 30 minutes, you guys, that's it. Messaging people intentionally. If your upline calls you, decline. If your husband calls you, I'll call you right back in 20 minutes. Whatever it is, you know, if your kids need you, tell your husband, tell your spouse, your wife, whoever it is, this is my 30-minute time, okay? Because there's one thing of being focused of where you're at, whether present with your family or your business, but it's another thing that you've also got to put in the work. You have to. You got to put in the work to get to where you want to be. So I'm asking 30 minutes. And then guess what? You can set that phone down and go make breakfast and read that story time with your kids and go to the gym and do your errands, because guess what? You're not you're messaging new people and then following up, but you're not having a conversation in that 30 minutes. All you're doing is new messages and follow-up messages, new and follow-up, because guess what? Then throughout the day, you can take those 2 minutes or 3 minutes to answer a question or to show them, hey, this is what it is, this is what it does, or a quick voice message. You should not be on your phone all day long. You shouldn't. If you are, you're doing this business wrong. You should not be on Facebook all day long. And when people tell me they don't have time to work this business, I literally want to bang my head against the wall and tell them, really? You don't have 30 minutes to message people a day? 30 minutes, that's it. It starts with your social media. It starts with, what does your Facebook wall look like? What does your Instagram look like? Is it inviting? Is it attractive? Do people know what you're doing? Do people know what you're a part of? Do people know your favorite product? Do people know your story? Share it. Be excited. And then guess what? As you're understanding the Facebook algorithm of how things work and you're adding potentials to your list, and then you sit down and send out your 30 minutes of messages, life is going to be so much easier, because then guess what? You're on date night, interrupted. You're having dinner, interrupted. You're not feeling rushed. You're not feeling like you're every different way. You guys, there's no such thing as balance. There's not. Because I've tried it a million times and I failed every single time, okay? Every single one of our leaders know that I'm like the queen of that. Like, I'll figure it out, and then I'm like 5 minutes later. So, but what I'm good at this past year is I have learned to be present with where I'm at, okay? If you're playing with your kids, put your dang phone down. If you're at the gym, turn on your favorite music and run. You don't have to follow up during that time if that's not your follow-up time. If you're on vacation, enjoy your vacation. We would never, ever, ever tell you to put your family before this business. But you've got to be intentional. I will tell you that right now. You have to decide that you're going to work and you're going to be intentional. Your day-to-day intentional action is going to get you where you want to be in this business. And I'm not saying give me an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, because I worked this business when I worked 80 hours a week at my full-time job. Okay? I didn't quit my job to stay home and be on my phone 24/7. And I know a lot of you didn't do that either. You quit your job for freedom, for options, for time, right? To be able to create new memories and live the life that you want to live and be in control of that. So why are you sitting on Facebook going like this every day, all day? Okay? Quit. Set aside your 30 minutes of messaging, and then that way throughout the day, you can get in your follow-ups, okay? Because you did the work already. If you're sitting down every 10 minutes, like, okay, I need to work. What are you doing? There's no, I need to get to work every 10 minutes, because if you are, then I don't know what you're doing, because I don't even do that. And I know a lot of other people don't do that either. So the power of 30 minutes. Again, you don't have to be on social media all day, and you don't have to be on your phone all day. Okay, so here's a couple of sample messages. Hey lady, I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm curious of what's holding you back from joining me. I think you'd be really good at what I do. I want you on my team. What's holding you back? What's it going to take you to join me or be a product tester? What's holding you back? That is the number one question I ask people. Get to the bottom of it. It's not always money, you guys. It's not. It's fear. It's doubt. And I can bet that about half of you, it was fear of joining, right? Fear of the unknown. Fear of what you're getting yourself into. For me, I was like, hit submit. I don't care, whatever. And then I realized that I just opened the doors to a whole new life. Right? So ask the simple question. At the end of the day, let someone know, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Honestly, you're going to spend that $99 on something else anyway, or you're going to continue to be tired and stressed out. What do you have to lose? The worst thing you could possibly do, you guys, is come across as a used salesman. I mean, that's probably the worst thing, honestly, possible, I think. So remember that. As you're looking at your Facebook, we don't want to be a catalog. We want to be ourselves. Okay, we have a solution to every single person's resolution, whether that's money or health, and you've got to utilize that. Yeah, Tammy, I have a whole list of sample stuff. Thanks, Tammy. I have a whole list of sample stuff that I'm going to post tonight in the team page. Just take a look or watch out for it. Really figure out what people want. Their goal is get people on a product that they can be married to, you guys. Get people on a product that works. Because most of the time people quit after 3 months because they're not taking the product properly. They didn't like it. It's not working for them. I was on ThermoFit for 3 freaking years, and it took me 3 years to realize it didn't work for me. But probiotic, greens, and New You work for me. Okay? Realize, make sure they're on that right product and they're seeing results from that. Don't come across as needy. Please, 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 please don't. Come across with posture. That, hey, I want you on my team. That firm confidence. Yes, Tawny. Hey, girl, it's a new year, and I'm looking for new product models to get my 40% discount. I was wondering if you'd be interested. Hey, girl, it's a new year. I'm looking for product models. I just got started my business. I haven't had anybody sign yet. I really would like you to sign. Is it okay? What do you think? If not, totally fine. Totally fine. No, don't. Just stop. Take a deep breath. Delete that. Look at what you're sending before you send it. Tell them, this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. This is my goals. This is what's going to happen in this business. Do you want to do it with me? Be very, very firm. And then I want everybody to, hold on. I'm trying to skip through a couple things so we can get through everything. And also, okay, so I'm going to go into this really quick, but scheduling your days in advance. You got to do it. If you're not organized, get a little bit organized for me. Just a little bit, okay? Write down what you're going to do the following day. or schedule out your posts for the following day. If you can't do it the day of, or your business, or your work, your job conflicts with business time, just plan ahead. Okay, plan ahead what you're gonna do, what your day-to-day is like, whether that's you're gonna message, you're gonna do the laundry, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Have a calendar, stay organized somehow. Whether that's your phone, I love for me my phone, like potentials, I'll put like PT, potential, in front of their name. I'll put DT in front of people's names, LC in front of people's names. Get organized, because most of the time you're gonna say pretty often the same things to people when they're interested in hair, skin, and nails. So like Tawny has that verbiage, save that to your phone so you're prepared and ready. You're not sitting there for 3 hours figuring out what to say back to this person. Save it to your phone and be ready to go. Take that little bit of time to be prepared. Being prepared goes such a long way, you guys, in this business. Time is money, right? Time is money. So be prepared with your before and after pictures. So pictures on your phone, have an album that says it works and have all the pictures in there. Have, your notepad, have all your verbiage in there. Be prepared and ready to go. Same thing with blitzing. Are you ready to blitz? Are you ready to go? Take that little bit of extra time to be prepared so it's easier on you in the long run. So let's see here. Okay. I like this part that I'm going to talk about really quick. So when you're posting, what does that look like? What should your post be? So Genevieve, she's an ambassador Diamond. She talked about 1 to 2 very obvious posts, very obvious of what you're doing in your day or it works related, however that may be. And then 1 drip post. And this meaning drip is keeping people interested, keeping people wanting to know more, keeping people to come back to your page. And then a real life post. So whether that's 3 to 4 posts a day or however many posts you want to do, mix it up. Mix it up. Do your drip post and then your real life post, however it may be, but keep people wanting to come back. And then schedule out what you're going to do every day. So if you're going to message 5 to 10 new people in that 30 minutes or new loyal customers or follow up, whatever it may be, set your goals, you guys. You can't go into this blinded. You can't go into this not knowing where you're going, not knowing where you're headed. So with that 30 minutes, challenge yourself. 30 people, 30 minutes. Here we go. Whatever it may be, because guess what? You're going to crush that goal and then go for the next one right away. So set your goal, set your timer, and make it happen. But also know that your quality versus your quantity is so important. It is so important. If you did 4 posts a day or 3 posts or even 2 and they were really good, they're attracting attention, you're getting a lot of feedback on them, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Same with your messages. If you're only sending out 5 to 10 messages a day, times that by 365 days. How many messages are you sending out? And if they're quality, good messages, conversations going, you'll probably sign about 1 out of 5. And that's a pretty damn good ratio, right? So having your intentional 30 minutes and then responding throughout the day with that 30-minute power hour. Planning out your days. And I love this. They said, if you're always on your phone, then what are you doing? What are you doing? If you're always on social media, then what are you doing? I would love to know. I would love to know your tips of how it feels to be on your phone 24 hours a day. Because I can probably tell you, you're probably exhausted, you're probably worn out, and you're probably burned out, and you probably don't want to do this business anymore, right? Quit doing it. You're only hurting yourself because there's no way that you can spend that much time and be successful on your phone. Again, being relatable. So if you post on Facebook that you're a diamond, and you're making this amount of money and this and that, it's going to be kind of hard for people to relate to. Yes, people want to see it, but you got to add in those little posts in between. I have paid off this debt. I am, filling up my gas tank with my Wrap Cash, like we talked about. I am going out to lunch with my friend with this money. Be relatable. People want to see that and know that they can do this too. And learn from my mistakes. As when you walk into a party, don't have 45 bags when you walk into a party. Walk in with a party pad, a product, maybe a water bottle, because people want to know that they can do this too. They don't want to know that it takes all this time out of their day. And I would love to know how much time you guys spend on your phone and on social media, because if you told your potential that, they probably wouldn't join. Just telling you that right now. Okay? Think about that. Think about how much time you really send. And if you could send that to them, like, oh God, I spent 5 hours on social media today, they probably wouldn't join you. Okay? I'm just going to tell you that, being completely honest, because I wouldn't. Our lives are not relatable to where you're at in this business. If it's not relatable to your potential, make sure you're being relatable to them. So day-to-day expenses, think about that. Day-to-day expenses grabs people's attention. Day-to-day health, so energy, stress, losing weight, confidence. Think about the eye-catching, attention-grabbing posts. Making sure you're throwing in a variety of products when you're posting. So maybe choose one product a day to focus on, or maybe one product a week to focus on. Mix it up, because if you only post wraps, people are gonna be like, holy crap, this company only sells wraps, that's it. Really mix it up, okay? And I don't care if you don't know what the product does, post. Be excited, post a picture with it. If you don't have products in stock, find inviting posts and pictures. Relate to people. Those of you that have full-time jobs, go find the busy people, because guess what? Busy people get things done. They don't care adding another thing to their plate because they're busy already. Okay, and if you're a stay-at-home mom, go find the stay-at-home moms. Relate to people. Find those people that already have the same hobbies and interests as you do. And they were talking about the number one time waster on social media is scrolling, and I think we all can relate to that. I know so many times where I'm sitting there for like an hour and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even talk to one person, and I just wasted an hour, and that was my follow-up time, and I'm screwed till 9 o'clock at night, right? So realize that you're doing it, identify it, stop, and get to work. Quit reading, quit watching, quit sitting back and seeing what everybody else is doing, and just do it. Don't let your why become your excuse, and categorize your time. So being 100% where you're always at, like we just talked about, 100% on your date night, 100% on your play date, 100% work in your business, 100% time with your family, 100% time at dinner. I will never, ever, ever, ever tell you to put this business above your family. But what I will tell you is if you want to get somewhere in this business, you've got to put in the work. And that means a little bit of 30 extra minutes in the morning. That means 30 extra minutes at night. It's consistent daily. Let me repeat that. Consistent daily action that's going to get you where you want to be. And I don't care if you don't feel like it, do it anyway, because it's going to help you on the days where you want to quit. You're going to be like, hell no, I did not come this far to come this far. Okay? You're going to keep going. And then if you're giving, this is another thing about balance, like I talked about when I really sucked at this, is that if you're giving 25% in all areas of your life, is anything ever going to be happy? Is anybody ever going to be satisfied? Is your business ever going to thrive? Are you ever going to move forward? Are your kids ever going to take naps? Is your husband going to be pissed off every Zoom that you're on? Okay? Think about it. You can't give 25 to 30% in all areas of your life, because it's going to be a 25 to 30% life, right? And coming from the person that sucks at this, learn from my mistakes, because I just sit back and realize that, okay, Allie, you're 100% business and 0% family, or 90% business and 10% family. It didn't work. It did not work. We struggled in our marriage. I was pissed off at Nixon all the time. I was unhealthy. There were so many things that it didn't work. Don't try to balance it, because it's not going to happen. You've got to decide that you're going to categorize your time and be intentional with what you're doing. And then another tip that they brought up, which I absolutely love, which you can't help, is if you have a potential message you and you're playing with your kid and you're doing the board game, and this is what Nixon always does, Mommy, put your phone down. Mommy, put your phone down. Show them what you're doing. Baby, I got to respond really quick. This mommy is so excited because she wants to be at home with her kids just like I'm at home with you. And he goes, oh, is it your friend? I go, yeah, it's my friend. Let me tell her really quick that she can do this like us. And I love that. Letting your kids know what you're doing. Okay, not, oh my God, Nixon, hold on, just a minute. I'll be right with you. Okay, I'm so guilty of that. It's not even funny. Not even funny. Shut up, Nixon. I'll be right there. That came out of my mouth too. And I'll be completely honest. I mean, there's so many things where I'm like, crap, why can't I just incorporate him into this, right? Incorporate him into, baby, let me message her back really, really quick, because she wants to do exactly what we're doing right now too. And guess what, you guys? He's like, okay, Mom, talk to your friend. Talk to your friend. And he gets it, right? Rather than trying to do one and one. And I'm like, okay, and then I'll put it back down. It's so funny, you guys, because his thing now is I start walking down the hallway to my office. He goes, no, Mom, no working today. No working today. That's his new thing. And I'm like, listen, baby, if you want me to stay home with you, Mommy's got to get in her a little bit of time, okay? And he goes, okay, Mom. And I always say, do you want to go to daycare? He goes, no. I go, do you want to go to school? And he goes, yeah. So when he goes to school is typically when I work. So incorporate them. Let them know what you're doing and the goals that you're working towards. Like we talked about, people will relate to your struggle more than your success. Be transparent. Let people in. Have your Facebook be inviting. So like we talked about, we aren't reality stars, but we are the stars for our own reality, and people want to know what your reality is. So don't be afraid to be you. The other thing is when you're posting, be urgent. Be urgent. Christina Watts talked a lot about, if you have one more spot, that means you have one more spot today. You only have 30 minutes to work your business. You really can only talk to a couple more people. You have one more person to sign. You're not lying to them. You're not, because this is the time that you have to work your business. If they don't sign today, you may not have time to talk to them later on this afternoon or whatever that may be. So I love that sense of urgency of, hey, I want to get you in today because I have time to coach you, mentor you, get you started today. Let's do it today. And if they're like, well, I can sign on the 10th, I'm like, great, I'll put you down for the 10th and I'll follow up with you then. Either get a data follow-up or get them in the system. Urgency is like a huge thing in this business, but also realize that patience is as well. You got to be patient with people. People don't sign overnight. They don't. And if they do, let me know what your verbiage is, because I'm going to copy it and mock you, because I've never, ever, ever had somebody sign I've had people sign and go in the system and sign up. I've had that. But when you're talking to somebody that's kind of like, not really sure, it takes a little bit. Be patient with them. Let them see what you're doing. Draw them into your timeline. Draw them into your life and your page so they can see what they're missing out on. And they can see the products that they need in their life. This was a big one. Looking at yourself in the mirror every single night, every single day, and asking yourself, if everyone on my team did what I did today, would anyone be making money? Okay, let me repeat that. From now on, you're going to look at yourself in the mirror every single night. And if everyone did on your team what you did that day, would people be making money? That's a big gut check, reality check. If not, you better get to work. You better work, because your team is not going to work if you don't work. And I've learned that the hard way. When I slow down, my leaders slow down. Do they do it on purpose? No, it's your energy and it's what you bring off to them. People can sense that. You can fake it till you make it all you want, but people can sense that, you guys. Just like people can sense your excitement and your passion and your belief. So, doesn't take much. You've got to be a little bit of intentional though. Okay, really quick. Let's see here. Stick with your strengths. So if you're good at parties, stick with parties, you guys. If you're good at face-to-face, stick with face-to-face. If you're good with social media, stick with that. Do whatever you're good at, okay? So if you're sitting here listening tonight, you're like, oh my God, social media is just not my thing. I'm way better at parties. I'm better at one-on-ones. Keep doing that. Stick to your strength. And I promise you, when you try to do this and try to master every one of them, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. You're going to be so involved and trying to master all these different platforms. Just do what you're good at and stick with it and do a lot of it, because guess what? We don't all have to be a green. We don't all have to be a red. We don't all have to be a yellow or a blue. You can be your color and be so good at it. And guess what? You're going to sign distributors that are all different colors. And this beautiful rainbow is going to come together and work together to make things work. You're not alone. Okay. The other thing is, okay, so I have one more page left of notes, and I want to, I've asked a couple people to share some social media tips. So I want to get into that before we finish up. So Facebook is a highlight reel, right? We don't often see people's struggles. We often don't see people what they're really going through. And I have noticed lately that sharing my struggles and sharing that has got me so much more attention than sharing what I've done or what I'm doing, okay? And so realize this, that when you're on Facebook and you're scrolling, you guys, it's a highlight reel. Number 2, comparison and judgment will take you out of this game. Comparison and judgment will make you quit so much faster than that no. Comparison and judgment will make you feel defeated. It'll make you feel doubt and fear and I'm not good at this and I'm never going anywhere with this because this person signed this person, this person signed this person. Do you guys know why I post loyal customer enrollers and distributor enrollers in our team page? Do you guys know why I do that? I don't do that to, okay, everyone else sucks and these are the only people that are working their business and doing good. No. Do you know what it's for? It's for you to fuel your fire. And for you to see that and be like, I can do this too. Holy shit, she signed 6 distributors or 6 loyal customers in 2 days. I'm going to do that. I'm going to be that person tomorrow that signs 7. It's to fuel your fire and help you. It's not meant to intimidate you. It's not meant to compare. You're not any different than anybody else on this team. You have the same exact resources as everybody else. And it's up to you to utilize them. It's up to you to put in that 30 minutes. Okay? Those people are putting in the 30 minutes versus you that's not. Okay? Think about it. I love that. I get butthurt when I'm not up there, so I work harder. I love that. And you know what I love is I love opening up my eSuite. When you open your eSuite, guess what? Your name should be the first person on your downline activity. And if it's not, take a look in the mirror. Take a look in the mirror, okay? You've got to be that first person. I don't care if you have 0 distributors under you or 1 or 20 or 1,000. You should be that first person. Lead your team from the front. So, talked about showing your kids what you're doing. 3 things really quick. 3 tips to help you with your social media is number 1, live videos. Live videos like blast Facebook algorithm more than you guys know. It is a way to stretch out to other people's pages, to friends that you've never even seen or talked to. And guess what? Anytime that Christine watches my video, it lets her people know. Anytime Leslie pops on, it lets her people know. Anytime Holly does, it lets her people know, okay? It spreads farther than any post or shared post will. And live video attracts so much. So your first live video, say you get 2 people on it. Your next one, you're going to get 4. Your next one, you're going to get 6. Then you're going to get 8. Then you're going to get 10. So the more live videos you do, the more your Facebook is going to be seen. Instagram now has a live option as well. The more you go live on that, the more people are going to see your feed. The point of social media is interaction. So if you're sitting there every day like, okay, guys, sign with me. Come on, I'm posting. Posting is posting. Posting is not asking. You've got to post, but then you've got to do the work. You've got to deliver the message. I want you on my team. I know you'd be good at what I do. I know that you want to try this product. Why aren't you trying it? Why aren't you doing it? What's holding you back? You've got to ask. So live videos. Number 2, offering to sign people up. Offer always. Hey, you know what? I can get you started right now. All I need from you is your first and last name, your phone number, your email address, your billing and shipping address, your debit or credit card number, and expiration date. Let's do this. Or, hey, feel free to give me a call if that's easier. I'd be more than happy to put your order in over the phone. You guys will be surprised how many more people you sign by offering to get their information. Guess what? I think I've had maybe 10 people in 4 years do it themselves. Maybe another handful that go on my website. Everybody else, I've signed up. I have signed up I'd probably say 90% of my loyal customers. Same here, Tani. I don't even offer them my website. I know Tani doesn't that either. Don't even give them that option. Do not. That's another step that they have to put in their brain that they didn't even know about. So you're putting more stuff, more crap in their brain because guess what? Once they're done talking to you, they're done talking to you. And usually until they get the product, sometimes you'll form a relationship, but do it for them. Okay, Nicole, so what I always do is offer to do it for them, but then I always add in and we can get you in, but then I will make sure to delete all your information. Give them that security of you're not holding on to it, you're not putting it anywhere. And also, if they're still a little bit iffy about it, call them. Call them. Let them hear you. Let them know that you're a real person. Yes, Alexis, exactly. Delete it. Say, hey, no problem. I'll get this deleted right away. I have some people that are like, hey, I don't want you to have that. I'm like, no problem. It's going to be deleted. Don't worry about it. Give them that sense of security. Give them that sense of peace of mind, right? So number 1 is live videos. Number 2, offering to sign your potentials up. And number 3 is your wording. Your wording can either make or break a potential, okay? Take out the sense of urgency. Are you ready? Do you want to try this? Are you in? Let's do this. And be very urgent with your last word of messaging. So you typically 3 sentences. Your first 2 sentences are either, hey, been thinking about you. I want you on my team. Hope you've had an amazing day. I'm adding my portfolio. The 3rd sentence is always, are you ready? Do you want to try it? Do you want to be a part of my team? What's stopping you? A question. 2 sentences, a question. 2 sentences, a question. Give them a reason to respond to you every single time you message somebody. And think about when you're messaging that less is more. The quality over the message over the quantity, okay? Take out the word commitment and take out the word auto ship. You will sign double the people that you sign if you take out those 2 words. Nobody wants to commit to anything. Half the time, not even their spouse, their friends. I'm a terrible friend. I am. Ever since I started this business, I am. Because I'm like, okay, I'm trying to commit. Okay, couple friends, I'm good friends, but I used to have so many friends and I was like, hey, let's go shopping, let's go do this, like, come over, let's drink wine. And now I'm like, oh, I get to sit by myself. Yes. Like, okay, totally bad friend. So nobody wants to commit to anything. So take that commitment word out and take Autoship out. Hey, no problem. So, okay, it's gonna be $33. You get the discount of my pricing for 3 months. So we'll put this order in today, and then you'll put 2 more orders in the next 2 months. Does that work for you? Yes. Okay, great. We can customize your order so we can move the date every month if you want to. If not, just let me know. Put in those simple little orders instead of auto ship. Take out commitment and say, can you do this? You know, does this work for you? This will be the next. I never say 3 months ever, because that first order is 1 month. They only do 2 months. 2. That's weird, but 3 is better than 2. So remember that. Only 2 more orders after this one. Does that work for you? Yes, it does. Okay, great. Your order is in. Your order total is $40.13. Let me know as soon as you get your product. I am so excited to see your results. Do not leave them after you put the order in and not say anything. Please don't. Let them know that you're still there for them. Okay? Let's see here. Also, you're a customer of mine. I'm so excited to have you. I'm so excited to see your results. I'm thrilled to have you a part of my portfolio. Can I use your pictures? Things like that. Build that some sort of relationship with them when you get them in. Don't just sign them to sign them. Keywords are crucial, you guys, so just take a little bit of time to think about your verbiage. This is the time to get started. I have one more spot. Challenges. If you're not talking about challenges, you're missing out. I have a 90-day challenge going on for hair, skin, and nails, and I thought about you. Did you want to go ahead and start? You know, hey, I have my weight loss challenge going on right now. Those of you that have been posting your pictures, send that to people. Have you seen my results? They are killer. I want you to get on these products with me. Send them the information they need, or send them the information that they're asking for, not all the information that they need. Okay? Remember that. They don't need to know every ingredient in the product. Sorry, but they don't. Greens, I love every single one of you, but they don't need to know all the information in the products, every ingredient. They just need to know what it does. It tightens, tones, and firms. That's it. Okay? Those are all my notes. I know this has gone kind of long. It's an hour, but I asked a couple people to share a couple social media tips. If you have any aha moments, I know there's a lot in the thread, so I'm going to go through the chat here in just a minute. But I want to wrap this up in about the next 15 minutes, but I do want to give some people a time to talk. So let's see who's on here. Those of you that are on here, do any of you guys have some social media tips that you want to share that I asked earlier? Any of you guys? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Or if I didn't ask you earlier, you have something, feel free to share. There's Kendra.
This isn't a social media tip, but this is a tip for loyal customers. When you guys contact them every single month, I always offer to change their auto shipment for them, because a lot of the times they will get on their eSuite or whatever it is, their back office that they have, and they don't change it right, or something happens or they don't change it in time and they end up with the same product, and then the next month they want to cancel because they have double the product or whatever and they don't want to keep going. So I always just offer to do everything for them. It's a lot more work on our end, but it is our paycheck. So if you want that money, then be there for your customers.
Amen. Speaking of customers, we have something pretty exciting coming up for our team, you guys, and I'm so excited. We have a loyal customer group being put together right now for our Fearless and Free team that you guys can utilize and add your customers to it. Our greens of our team are running it. You guys, these girls are so knowledgeable, it's not even funny. On ingredients, how the products work, how you take them, demonstrating the products, how to use them, any new promotions coming up with products. You guys, you will not want to miss out on this group. I'm telling you, your customers will thrive on this. They will stick around after the 3 months. I'm so excited to get this going because I know it's something that will benefit our team as a whole so much.
I'll go ahead and go. A thing with the live videos. So before you post live videos, I didn't know this.
I guess you can make your posts public too. And so that's something that I've been doing with my live videos. Some things I don't put public, but other things I do, like when I'm talking about products or the opportunity. That way you're going to that many more people. Like it'll just randomly start picking people on Facebook. So when you're public, anybody and everybody can see it, which I like, because then you'll get random friend requests or you'll get random messages from people that are reaching out to you about a video that you may have not been in contact with. So that's something that I love. Also, I add, like me personally, I go through and I add about 10 people a day on my Facebook of more people so that I can interact with more people, and more people are coming to my page, just getting my name out there more and networking that way as well.
I love it. Anybody else? Taylor just said, yeah, public for business posts is good. I just got a new lead and we have one mutual friend. We were not friends on social media before. Same with, really quick, speaking of that, since you brought that up, Taylor. Taylor's finding a distributor. Where does she live again, Taylor? I don't know. But Taylor.
I want to say she lives, I think, in Seattle area, or I don't know. I'll have to check. I have no idea.
But again, it was somebody's, Taylor, they just started talking. They just started talking, they instantly clicked. And so you never know who's going to come across your feed. And I recently changed my Facebook to public in November, and my business has exploded because it's reached more markets. And so I'm not saying you have to do that with your whole Facebook, but your live videos, make them public. Make them public so they get shared and seen a lot more. Just like Taylor said, your business posts, same thing. Keep them public. Tanya, I saw you unmuted yourself. Go ahead.
I'm not sure if who you're talking about for tips, but I'm going to go anyways. I wanted to share about messaging. I feel like that this is a big hang up for a lot of people. And I can get that to a certain extent, because if you're overthinking it or you're afraid of, can you guys all hear me? Because I have different headphones in now. Okay. If you're overthinking it, thinking that people are going to be like put off by you, or I don't even know what, honestly, because I've been doing this for a long time and that kind of stuff is hard for me to remember. But I want to tell you a couple of things. One, unless you're messaging somebody saying, I need you to help me, you're not going to come across as being rude. If you're messaging somebody and saying, I need you to try this product because I need one more person, then that's being spammy. That's being rude. That's going to put people off. If you're messaging someone and being like, girl, I want to give you my discount. Like, I think you would totally use these products. I think it would be amazing. That's not spammy. Like, that's not being rude. That's not being in your face. That's simply just saying, hey, I got this option. Do you want it? And you guys, I just signed, my 4th loyal customer signed up tonight. And all of that was from me cold messaging them, as in I had not previously talked to them, messaging that verbiage that I just posted on here. And all 4 of them were boom, 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 boom. Yes, 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 yes. And I messaged a whole bunch of people, including in that, and I got a lot more people lined up. But what was amazing is I also got people with, I've never heard of it. And if you guys are sitting there thinking that, well, this person that I'm friends with is same friends with 17 other people, all distributors, does not mean that someone's approached them. It does not mean that they've connected with that person. It does not mean that they have been following them. Like I have people that they have friends or other people that are distributors, but they connect with my personality, or they've been watching me, or they like my passion or my excitement or whatever it is. You don't know if you don't ask. So if you're hung up on that, and this is going to sound super duper harsh, and I really kind of apologize, but not really, get the hell over it. Like, if you really want your paycheck to grow, if you really want to go anywhere in this business and you're not willing to get face to face with people, or you don't have the option to get face to face with people, or whatever it is, like, if you're not taking advantage of a freaking message that is the easiest freaking thing, because you're behind a freaking computer, you're not face to face with somebody, You're not like on the phone with somebody. You're behind a freaking computer screen. They don't see your face. They don't see what's happening around you. You're messaging them. It's the easiest freaking way to work this business. And if you're not taking advantage of that because you're scared, you need to get the hell over it. And again, I'm sorry if that sounds mean, but that's the reality of it. It really, really boils down to that. I'm not asking you to message random people and be all up in their face and keep hounding them once they told you no. Never will I tell you that. But what I am saying is you got to present it. You have to ask. I don't care if you're posting 1,700 times a day. You're not asking. You're not asking. Even if you're ending that post with a question, even if you're saying message me and no one's messaging you, if you're not messaging them, you're never going to get anywhere in this business. If you are not asking, you are never going to get anywhere in this business. And that is cold, hard truth in this. I don't care which way you ask. If you don't ask, it's never going to happen.
I had a couple aha moments really quick before I move on. So number one, about getting the hell over yourself. Pam Sauter would tell you to get over yourself any day. So it's true. And until you get over yourself, you will not get to where you want to be. Just like Tanya said, you won't. So you have to look in the mirror and say, okay, enough is enough. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. I'm not this or that. I believe I can do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to take action. The other thing too, I was thinking about, she was talking about that with cold messaging, you guys. Okay. How many times a day when you're out and about, you talk to strangers? How many times? Everywhere we go, right? Everywhere we go. So when you're looking at it on Facebook and you add people and you're liking and commenting and interacting on their stuff, just like Tammy said, took the words out of my mouth, it's not about you. It's not about you. I don't care if you hate greens, because that person that you're about to message and say, hey, I want to be part of my product portfolio, and they say, actually, I've been looking for something for my health, or tell me feel better, this and that. It's not about you. It's about them. Take the you out of the equation and you will message every single person in this whole wide world. Same thing with blitzing. Quit robbing people of this business and these products. It's not about you anymore. As soon as you signed up, you're here to help others. So take the you out of it. And like Tanya said, don't be afraid to message people, because you're the one robbing them from that opportunity, because you don't even know until you ask and you offer. They say no. What's the worst? What's the worst it can do? No? Okay, thanks. Move on. Okay? Because somebody out there wants this. I know Holly, I asked her to be on, but she couldn't be on tonight. Okay. Who else? Who else is on here?
I have a tip really quick. When it comes to posting, the biggest thing I can say is try to change everything up on what you're posting. Do not always copy and paste every single post that you are making, because you have no idea how many other people have distributors on their page. And if you're constantly seeing the same exact thing being posted by different distributors, that's not going to get people attracted to you. And so it's really important to change things up. What I always do is, like, if I am going to copy and paste a post, I always change it to where it's something that I would say, and to where it's more heartfelt. And when people read it, like, it sounds like it's coming from me and not coming from someone else. But the other thing that's really great to do is, if you have no idea what to post, get on people's, like everyone that's on here or on our team or other top leaders in the company or any other person in the company, and get ideas from what they post, especially when it does come to lifestyle posts, because there's a lot of really good people that I know I'm friends with or that I follow, and I get really good inspiration from them. So just try to make your post be you and just really heartfelt, because if you're just blah and it's copy and paste every single time, that's not going to attract people at all to you.
Yeah, I love that you brought that up about following people that know what they're doing. Follow them. Just like you said, find them, follow them, use that as inspiration. If they have the absolute best picture quality in the whole wide world, that's a talent of theirs. Don't compare to that. Just do what you got to do. Find a way for you to be good at what you're doing. And like Taylor said, grab that inspiration, and then you tweak it to yourself and how you want to do it. Because I know for me, you guys, when I get lazy, I get nothing out of my posts, nothing. And then when I think about it for a second, or I think of something different that somebody's not posting at that time, it attracts people. So like Taylor said, use that as the inspiration, make it your own, and use the quality over the quantity. Take a little bit, 2 more minutes to make it thoughtful. Take 2 more minutes to relatable, 2 more minutes to attracting. Think about that every single time you're posting now. Nicole, did you want to throw anything in on social media? I don't know who else. Anybody else? Am I missing anyone? I think so.
I shared this in the Fearless and Free page the other day, but like I was having a really good makeup day, and some days I look like I do now where I didn't even do anything. So the days that you are all dressed up or you're feeling good about yourself, seriously take pictures with some products, all different kinds of products, in good lighting. So you're going to be facing towards the window, like looking at, then change your shirt like 2 or 3 times. No one's going to know, you know, like I did some with my hair down. I did some with that was that day or another day that I took those. But then days like where I look like I do today, I have a ton of pictures I can use for posts. And so that's the only thing that I can really think of that would be something different. I love all the new tips and everything that everybody else was sharing though.
You know, it's funny, Nicole, is I actually got that from one of your favorite ambassadors. What's her name? Hung, or how do you say it? I don't know how you say it, but your girl that you love. That's who I got it from. Is she posted that in a group about how she said she takes 1 day a month and gets ready like to the nines of like her hair, her makeup, everything. And then she does like a bunch of good pictures. And then the days where she's like messy bun, hair up, no makeup on, she's like, oh my gosh, you guys, mom life, it's all good. But she has a variety of pictures and a variety of posts. And I love that. I'm like, who thought of that? Like 1 day, get ready, change your shirt, do all that. And then on your days where you're not ready and you're just crazy, this not utilize that. People want to see that too. They don't want to always just see the perfect. They want to see both. So thanks for bringing that up, Nicole. Okay, guys, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. It's probably one of our longest ones we've had, an hour and 15 minutes. So we'll go ahead and finish up. But thank you so, so much, everybody, for being on. You guys, January is off to an amazing start. It is crazy what's happening. You don't want to miss out. You want to be a part of this. You want to be a part of what's coming. Conference is going to blow your damn mind, I'll tell you that. So what's coming from it, the work you do now, you're going to be thankful as soon as conference comes. I promise you that. So I love you all. Hope everyone has a good night. And this Zoom will be recorded and posted in the team page here shortly. So I will talk to you guys soon.